We're going to be talking about feminine energy. It's very fun. It's also very deep. We're going to talk about sensuality, what it means for you, why it's important for you. I'm just giving you as much value as I can during this workshop. It's 1 hour. So wherever you are, you feel like you're moving along, like you're making progress. You feel like this is a good use of your time. But then, of course, I can only do so much in 1 hour. So I will do my best. And at the end, I will tell you how to take the next step. I will bring concepts. Also, I will get you to do a bit of breathing, even a bit of stretching. We'll do that. And a visualization as well. We're practicing. We're not just talking about something, you know. I just want to take a minute, everyone, so we can ground ourselves, okay? So you can step back if you want. You can stay. I'm standing. I have a standing desk. You can stay seated. You can even lie down. I mean, this is just a couple of minutes, but I just want us to be mindful and be present. You can just close your eyes and breathe. I'm doing it with you. We want to feel the ground. So the ground is under your feet. You're feeling gravity. Maybe you're sitting. You're feeling the gravity of your body, the body weight in the chair, on the couch, on the bed, wherever you are. And we're breathing deeply through the nose. Inhale through the nose. And we're exhaling through the mouth. I want you to just see how you're feeling inside. So there's no like, I'm feeling good or I'm feeling bad. It's more like what's happening right now in my body. How am I feeling emotionally? Am I feeling tense? Am I feeling a bit anxious? Is there any resistance? Anything that's like might be preventing you from going deep into this 1 hour with me today? Just observe it. We're not even trying to change it. We just want to be aware of what's happening within. And perhaps you're feeling a sense of excitement, bubbly. Maybe there's a bit of anxiety. Whatever it is, just see where it is in the body. Is it located somewhere in particular? And breathe and just observe that. And we're breathing deeply through the nose together. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Once again, deep inhale. And deep exhale. And you can open your eyes, come back, and let's stretch for a minute. So you're slowly coming back and you're going to stretch. Feel free to get up if you want to. Just stretch, take space. And maybe you're feeling a bit of resistance about moving. So make note of that. Maybe you're like, oh, what's the point? Or maybe you're embracing this. Maybe your body is like, yes, I can finally move. So get your neck to stretch. Maybe you make circle. Your shoulders, you can do big circles. And move your spine side to side. We are a lot, obviously, on our devices, like whether it's on the laptop or the phone. And I found the spine, the hips, the neck, everything gets like, it loses like agility, like we're not so agile. So feminine energy is the body. Your body holds the fire, the life force, the sensuality. It's in you. And so it really starts by moving gently. And you can also shake a little bit. Even if you're seated, you can still like shake your shoulders. And as you're shaking, just visualize in your mind any stress, resistance, anxiety. Let it drop on the ground. Whew. Okay, welcome back. Let me very briefly introduce myself. I'm Anna, and I live in London, but I am in Thailand right now. It's very hot and sweaty. And I'm a coach, and I've done a lot of things in my life, and I'm going to use this opportunity to talk about the masculine and the feminine energy. So when I talk about the masculine energy, I talk about the more strategic mind, the more linear thinking, very much like an intellectual, process. And it's more competitive. It's very like, go get it. I believe it's a very useful state to be in, right? To be in your masculine is most likely what got you to where you are now. And I've talked to some of you on messages, and I think almost everyone told me, like, I feel like I'm a lot in my masculine and I want to really explore the feminine and learn how to lead from that place. And so when I was younger, I studied law. I did a master's in law, and I was very in my masculine. I was obviously super focused, very like that. But then on the side, I was a dancer. I started dancing in nightclubs very young. I was raised by my mom and my grandma, and in my family, for whatever reason, there was absolutely no stigma around being sensual, being feminine, and just do what the hell you want with that. So I was raised in a very free, like, yeah, if you're feeling sensual, if you want to embrace that and play with that in life, that's a good thing. And so I was dancing on the weekends, and then so I finished my study, then I decided to go fully into dancing. And I became a stripper, and I started dancing all over the world. It was always a choice, and it was something amazing for me. I loved it. I traveled, I made money, and more importantly, I learned to channel my feminine energy, my feminine power. When you channel your feminine power, you completely shift your way to operate in the world. Like, you attract from that place of like, it's like a rooted, grounded, like full place. I like to call that the strong feminine. You often hear when we talk on social media and stuff, there is such a trend around feminine energy being like, oh, I receive, oh, I'm all soft and gentle, and I don't agree. I think for me, feminine energy is like super powerful. She's a leader. She's embodied. She's got the brain and she's got the body, and she's just like very clear on what she wants. She also expresses what she wants. She's not like passively waiting for the men to pick her or to message her. She's like, no, I want this. I'm going to make it happen. When I was a dancer, I really learned to play with that, because I had to, when you're a stripper, you have to sell dances. You're on stage. I did pole dancing, stage. I did podium, like go-go dancer as well. But then you have to sell your dances. And in order to make money and actually sell dances, you have to be very clear on your worth. And you have to be the one, like, men are invited to come into my world. And I'm choosing who I'm going to dance for. And it's just like, it's a game. It's playful, and you're playing with that life, like power, and you play with your femininity. I've seen that dancer, like it's completely irrelevant what you look like. It's completely irrelevant what you're wearing, how your hair is. It's all about like your mindset. And I could see between like a good night and a bad night that I would have sometimes a bad night. I'm wearing the same, I look the same. And for, I don't feel good. I don't feel powerful. I make no money. And then the day after, I would show up and wear the exact same, like be the same person in the same place. And I would just kill it and make tons of money because I was able to be in that mindset. So that's what I teach now. That's why I'm bringing all of that. That's what I teach now. I teach women, I lead them, I guide them into exploring that feminine power. Who is she? What does she look like? How does she move? What does she want? And then it's like a matter of like integrating that into your life. Because it's one thing to do a vision board or, believe and manifest, but like it's another one to actually implement that into your day-to-day life. And it's a muscle that you bring, that you build, and you go, and more you become that person. So we visualize who is she, what she wants, and then we make it happen. I created like a method that I have a course online, and then I work with small groups of women, and I take them through the roadmap. Today in this workshop, I'm taking you step by step. It's a roadmap. So we're going to go and do the mini roadmap today. And just remember that it's one thing to know it, it's another one to actually implement. And it does take work, it takes commitment to shift your identity. It's a matter of shifting your identity. So tell me, how are you feeling so far? Can you give me either a thumbs up, a smile, a comment, something? I want to know, how is the energy in the room? Is there anything already that you're like, yeah, that's actually a good point, or that's interesting, something I can even do myself? Like, can you put that in the chat? An energy. Sana is curious. Curiosity is amazing. I want to ask you, everyone, the question, which is, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you to work on your feminine energy? Why is it important? I want you to go beyond like, it would be nice. I want like, why is it important to you specifically at this time of your life? Be specific. And I want to remind everyone that the more you go into these and the more you do this little question, the more you're actually going to get from this workshop. And I know it's a free workshop, and it's easy to multitask and message and WhatsApp and this and that. But actually, are you giving yourself the means to actually take this in? This is a gift. It's free. I know it's free. But what if you had paid £1,000 to be here? Imagine you had paid £1,000 to be in this workshop. How would you show up? How would you answer the questions? Would you be taking notes? And so try to, like, as much as you can, give yourself the means to do that. I want to know why it's important to you, everyone. Can you put that in the chat? Self-confidence, to build confidence. Yeah, confidence, actually, I just released on YouTube. I invite you to check after. It's an interview with one of my clients, and she finished the work, and she goes deep into self-confidence. And it's funny because she comes across as a confident woman. And I'm sure many of you have like your shit together. You've accomplished things in life. You're like, you have it. But it's often the confidence in that more flowy side that it's like almost like it's hard to put your finger on it, but it's like a deeper inner confidence it's like a deeper confidence that's like, regardless of who's around you, whoever is talking to you, like it's resilience. Daniela is saying, I feel detached, incomplete, suppressed, an essential part of me for too long. I want to get to know that part of me and nourish it to finally reach my full potential, which I feel is there, but I am not fully accessing it. Yes. So Daniela, exactly. I know, I hear that all the time. It's like the idea that, like the feeling that you're not operating from your full self. Is that correct? It's like, I'm like operating from 40% or 50% of myself, or 20%. What can you imagine what would happen if you operated from your 100%, from that full feminine strength? Anna, I have a hunch that my joy is connected to my feminine, and I would love to have more joy in my life because I know there's joy in me. Yes, it's playing hide and seek. So exactly. So Sana, actually, same in the interview I just released this morning on YouTube, we talk about that, about joy, because I believe that when I talk about sensuality, and that's, I think, really important, and I really encourage you to take it in. When we talk about sensuality, that's my definition. Sensuality is using your senses. It starts by using your senses. So touch, smell, all of it. Visual, like beauty, seeing beauty around you. This gives pleasure. Your senses, you have a body, it's here to be used. It needs to be fed. And so that's how I see my body. Whenever I put incense, I put perfume, I put something nice inside my house, I look pretty, I see myself in the mirror, I'm like, okay, I'm engaging with my senses. I'm feeding pleasure to my body. The body has two ways to express itself. It's either through pleasure, so it feels pleasure, it's like that feeling, and it can be sexual pleasure, of course, sensual pleasure, it can be like the senses, and the body also expresses itself through pain. And I believe that if you don't give your body pleasure, the pain takes the space. It's almost like the void has to be fed. How do you say? Filled with pain. Your body needs to feel, it needs to exist, it needs to be seen, it needs to be felt. And so, are you going to feed it with pleasure, or are you going to just feel pain? The pain in life, I mean physical pain, but also mean like emotional pain. When you start focusing on what's wrong and this and that, this is like you're feeling the pain, you're feeling the hustle of life. Life is happening to you. You stop being in the driver's seat. If you relearn to be in your feminine, starting by engaging your body with senses, pleasure, beauty, all these things, you're going to start feeling the joy, because your body is, there's the chemical reaction of all of that, right? We know that. Like, your body is reacting, your brain chemistry is changing, you're starting to sing, feel the joy, you're more joyful. So that was a bit of a long answer, but it's actually one of the things I wanted to share with you, is that when you indulge in your sensual self, you're going to feel joy, and you're going to just feel happier in general. So Daniela, detached and incomplete. Yes, so so like fully accessing it. Lina, in my life and circles, femininity has always been denied and looked down, and I have suffered that always. Yes, I want to play and immerse that in more. Yes, I will talk about that actually. I encourage you to write that question even for later in your notebook. What does it mean to me? Sensuality, feminine energy. What does it mean to me? I really encourage you to go deeper into that. And when you do that, you say, why is it important for me? Why is it important for me? Then whatever your answer is, your next question is why? Why is this important for me? And why? And you go, and it's like the Russian doll. You need to go at the heart. That's your first step in the roadmap. Your first step in the roadmap to your feminine energy is to be super clear on what it means for you to be in your feminine. because everyone is different. And also feminine energy is such a broad concept. It means things, different things for everyone. Second step. Are you ambitious enough? That's my second step. My second step, are you ambitious enough? Why am I asking that? So what I mean is, are you ambitious enough in how much you can get with your feminine energy? Are you ambitious enough in embracing that feminine energy? Chances are, if you've been shutting down your feminine, there's shame in femininity. There's shame nowadays in this society, and not just now, it's always been the way since human existed. Civilizations, religions, spiritual movements, cultures, there's shame. Women should not feel sexy. Women shouldn't be using sensuality to get what they want. Women shouldn't have the control of their body. We still live in a patriarchal society, and therefore we are influenced by that. There is shame for many women in their tapping into their femininity, their feminine energy. And a lot of us, for years, we tried to shut that down because we felt like we needed to be basically a man in order to get to where we are. This is not about blaming anyone. We all have done it, either in all areas of our life or in some areas, maybe at work. Maybe you work in a corporate environment, which is men dominant, that has even if it's not with men, maybe this woman around you, but the culture is very masculine energy. Don't get me wrong, I love men. This is absolutely not something against men, not at all. We love men. But it is a patriarchal society, and therefore there's shame. I want you to challenge that and think, am I ambitious enough with how much I can get if I was fully in my feminine? Am I ambitious enough with how I describe my feminine? Who is your feminine? My course is called Return of the Queen. We explore the queen and the dominatrix. Because I want you to be ambitious, because a strong feminine being is also a dominatrix, where she's like, I want that. Make it happen. I demand this, I command the room. And it's from a feminine voice. It's not a masculine, like pushy, like, it's a feminine, like, this is who I am. This is what I want. And you know what? Like, I feel great. I feel great. And I'm welcoming you into my world. That's like a strong ambition to be a strong feminine. And I often I have this like visual that I use in my coaching, which is you have the strong feminine and you have the weak feminine. And then you have a strong masculine with weak masculine. A lot of us, whenever we operate on the feminine, finally, it's often a weak feminine, where we're like, oh, okay, I'm going to wear this dress, but you know, maybe it should be black. So it's kind of cute, but not too much. And I don't want to bother other women. I don't want to feel like I'm overshadowing, you know, I don't want the bad look of the men. Like, this is the weak feminine. So are you ambitious enough? I would love you to tell me if you're thinking big, your ultimate goddess feminine side of you. Who is she? Tell me, what is she? What kind of archetype? Is she a queen? Is she a dominatrix? Is she a goddess? Is she, I don't know. Tell me, who is she? Does she have a name? Lina's comment, I'm super interested about that femininity, stigma, and shame. Yes. It's so core, so deep. So deep. This week, I had a session with my clients, and we were talking about seeing our strength and seeing where is it in life that we shine. Oh my God. It was so hard for them to just actually just say it, just to say, I'm excellent at singing, or I shine when I present in front of a room. Like they were all like giving like little like preamble sentences, like, oh, I'm not that good, but I kind of know how to sing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I was like, stop apologizing. Stop giving this little like preamble sentence. Just say it. I look great. I'm super feminine. I have great nails. My hair is super wild. I'm like a wild cat. Like just say it. Like you need to remove that fear of like being seen. But of course it takes practice. I understand that it's not something you just change. A goddess, 100%, Daniela. Yes. Lina, I want to say myself as a goddess. Yes. This is a window for you. It's a safe window. You can let it out. Like, who is she? Who is that goddess? I invite you after as well to write about that. Your goddess, Daniela, your goddess, like, how does she move? You can move after, you can dance, you can feel, you can meditate, you can write, you can paint, like let her exist, like give her space. She needs to breathe. She needs to come out, So Sana, the idea of ambition made me nervous. Yes, we will do, by the way, everyone, a visualization in a few minutes. So you will feel her. So even if right now you don't really feel her, you will feel her. My poor little feminine needs to come out of hiding, and I do want to find the queen and dominatrix, as I know I can channel them on burlesque stage. Yes, exactly. Okay. So far we've done, what does it mean to you? Are you ambitious enough? Number 3, are you giving yourself the means to succeed? Are you giving yourself the means to succeed? This is something I really care about because, and I'm going to talk about something that makes people uncomfortable, which is money and time. And something maybe even more uncomfortable for you is prioritizing yourself. What do I mean by that? It's one thing to be like, oh yeah, that would be nice, la la la. I like to explore my feminine, but deep down, I know I operate in my masculine most of my life, but I'm not really willing to actually prioritize this work. I'm not actually willing to put time for that because I'm too busy. And then I'm not willing to spend any money on that because, I don't need help, blah, 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 blah. Well, this is my standpoint, and this is, I guess you could argue 100% of the coach standpoint, is that in my life personally, whenever I make big jump is usually when I actually decided this is important to me. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to prioritize this, whatever it is. If you're like, yeah, I want to actually explore that feminine, this is a big part of me that I'm neglecting. It's important. It's being feminist as well, I believe. Like we have responsibilities as women to take more space and to be proud to be women and to actually shape the world. It's our responsibility first to prioritize this work and to be like, yes, I am busy, but this is going to be one of my top priority, and I'm going to give myself the means to succeed. How do you feel when you hear that, everyone? Is it, oh, or are you like, yes? What's coming up when I say that, when I talk about prioritizing yourself, investing in yourself, in being supported, investing time? Does it feel hard? A lot of the women I talk to, when they're married, almost like I swear, like a lot of the time, and I know they're not ready when they tell me, okay, I might work with you, but let me talk with my husband first. That's when I know they're not ready. Because 99% of the time, the husband will be like, what? You're going to invest money into that? That sounds gimmicky. That sounds like whatever. Can we really afford that? And I'm like, you're talking to a man. Even yourself, you're struggling to understand the value of being in your feminine. How can you ask your husband to get that? This is such a personal thing. And it's about self-leadership. It's about, I know I need to do this work. I know I need to invest in myself. I know I need to feel supported. I need to be part of a community. I don't need to ask permission to my husband, to my sister, my mom, my whatever. Like, it's like, no, this is important. Again, I'm prioritizing myself. Wayne is saying it's a new thing to hear of investing in developing femininity. It's like being given permission. Yes, I know. So Wayne, I'm actually really glad you said that, because a lot of, so I'm being coached myself, of course, being a coach, and I'm being coached. And my coach always tell me, look, Anna, you need to give permission to your prospective clients to invest in themselves. And I'm like, but who am I? I'm not going to be like, I give you permission to invest in yourself. But like, we all have that thing when we feel but I believe that's a woman thing. I'm not joking. How often a man is like going to ask permission around him, ask his mom, ask his wife, no, a lot of the time. And I have coached men. When you have a call with the men, even 2 weeks ago, I just on the side, sometimes I coach men, like on VIP, like, and the guy was like, right away, yeah, let's do it. I was like, oh, interesting. Because, he doesn't feel the need to check with somebody. So that's a bit of a triggering point, I know, for many people. Any other reaction on that? Very excited and scared. Okay, something about being in your feminine, I should say, is being playful. I really encourage you to think of your sensuality, your femininity as being playful. It doesn't need to be heavy, serious, because again, remember, we're embracing our feminine. The feminine is more like, it's a flowy, we like to dance, we like to play, we like to play games. Like, this is not like the serious, like Excel sheet part of you, right? So be playful. When you're sensual, don't be serious. I can tell you, when I was dancing, oh, you're dancing sexy and stuff. If I'm like super serious, it's not sexy. If I'm like a little cheeky, I'm like super cute, super hot, super sensual, but I'm a little bit cheeky. That, I tell you, is very popular. And it's so much better for me. Like, for me, it's about having fun. Like, why are we here? I'm seeing your comment. Taking steps to prioritize self-care. As most of my life, I have taken care of everyone else first. Exactly. And that is, once again, being in your feminine, in your masculine, sorry. The masculine is like holding everything together. That's like the masculine side of you. And you come last. I want to move on to the next one, which is normalize. Point number 4, normalize. Super important, often forgotten. Even I don't often talk about that, because for me, it's a given, but actually I'm like, no, I need to talk about that. So when I say normalize, I mean, if you're in a world where everyone is operating from their masculine energy and you're trying to be in your feminine, you're obviously going to struggle, because no one else around you is operating from their feminine. It's very important that you surround yourself with people who value that, who practice it, who embrace it, and help you cultivate that in you. Have girlfriends that want to be playful with their femininity. I don't know, maybe your sister is like in for the ride. Like, just, surround yourself with people who are on this journey with you. It's the same with anything else, right? Like, if you're starting to learn a new skill, something new, you're going to want to bond with other people around something. So if you're like, yeah, I'm going to work on my feminine energy, I want to be in a place of like leadership in my life from my feminine, I want to be central, have people around you like that. Find your community. be in the space, like put yourself out there. I understand sensuality, feminine energy is not only about looks. But I mean, if you're always at home in your pyjama and you don't look great, like you're not even spending 2 minutes in the mirror trying to look a little bit cute, like, sorry, but again, you're not making it easy for yourself. So like, play the game, find people around you that are in the energy and be in the space, put yourself out there. Maybe once a month you go dinner with friends and you're like, yeah, let's actually wear the dress, or, you know, things like that, that are bringing joy, and you take photos and be a bit over the top. Remember, ambitious. We want to be ambitious. The other thing is be the student. Just like anything else, when you learn something, if you're the best one in the room, you're not going to learn that much. Try to have role models, people that, you know, like, even if it's like on social media and stuff, but like, have a bit of like smart role models around the feminine energy. Surround yourself in that energy. It's like anything else. I just want to, I'm hoping you can see that it's just like anything else. It requires a bit of commitment. It's not like this magical, like mysterious thing that one day it's a button that you turn on. It's like practice. You're going to get there. You're going to explore. And then the last step is embody that version of yourself. Embody that version of yourself. And we're going to do a mini visualization. When I say embody that version of yourself, I mean feel it in the body, integrate it. So yes, looks, like put the lipstick on, you know, come on. Like do something that helps you step into that side of yourself. Maybe your hair can be a bit more wild, or maybe, you know, I like red because red, I mean, I'm clearly super red today, but like, you know, it just gets me into that energy. It's like, yes, you know. So really, I want you to embody that version of you physically, but also within. We're going to do a visualization. Are you in to do a visualization, everyone? Okay. Reggie, amazing. This is a short one, of course. I do long ones with my clients, but with this hour, we're going to do just a few minutes, but it's going to feel amazing. You can step back, you can close your eyes, you can do whatever you need to feel relaxed as much as you can. Take a second to sit, move comfortably, and close your eyes when you're ready, if you want. And I'm inviting you to breathe slowly at your own rhythm, and you can inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth a couple of times. And as you're exhaling, you're going to drop the shoulders, relax your face, all the little muscles around your eyes can relax. And I want you to feel like there is a thread going along your spine. It's like a cable or a thread that's going along your spine, and it's coming from the ceiling, from the sky, through the crown of your head. And it's gently going along your spine, and it's very gently elongating your spine. So you have a long spine, your shoulders are back, your chest is open, you're open to the world. And you're breathing with generosity, presence. Get the air in, breathe. Just be so into it. Just, and you exhale. And you can feel the thread going through your spine, going all the way till the ground. And it's gently elongating your spine. And you're feeling that sense of groundedness. You're grounded. And you can feel your body weight. It's rooted in the ground. And so you have a sense of being solid, being grounded, being clear on who you are. And at the same time, you're also connected. You're also open to the sky, open to the universe. Your shoulders are open to opportunities. Your throat is open. And you can spot opportunities in your life. You go with pleasure. Your body is talking to you. Your body knows what's good for itself. And I want you to visualize a future version of yourself. It's a feminine being. It's a part of you that you haven't seen for a long time, or maybe you've never even met her, and you're seeing her silhouette, and she's walking perhaps in the forest, perhaps on the beach. And she might be a vague feeling, but I want you to feel her energy. And breathe. What's her energy like? I want you to be curious about her. What is she wearing? What is she feeling? What is she wearing? Just visualize that feminine being. She's very sensual. Maybe her energy is very bright, very strong, very intense and passionate. Or maybe she's calm, grounded. Whatever her energy is, you're observing it from a place of curiosity. And see your present self walking toward her. You're walking toward your future self. You're walking, walking, walking. And as you're coming closer to her, you can feel her energy even more. And it feels good. You realize you've been missing it. But you also realize that it's a familiar feeling. Somehow you know it. Somehow it's always been there. And now you're going to step in front of your future self and you're going to look at her in the eyes. And she's looking at you. And she's got a message for you. What is it? She has a message. What is the message? Take it. Don't overthink it. And maybe nothing is coming up, and that's completely fine. It might be a feeling. It might be some words. It might be even a gift. Maybe she's got like a gift, something she wants to give you. She wants you to know that. So give yourself permission to receive that message. And let her know that you will come back. You will come back as many times as you need. And breathe deeply. And maybe some emotions are coming up for you. And we love that. We want all of it. We're taking all in the anxiety, the pleasure, anything that's coming up, we're taking it in. We embrace our full self. And you can breathe deeply through the nose. Exhale deeply through the mouth. And come back. Welcome back. I would love for you to write in the chat. Maybe you felt blocked. Maybe it didn't work. That's completely fine. Don't worry. It takes, like, remember, it's like anything. It takes practice. Lina, amazing. I love that. She said to me, enjoy. Love it. I love her. Yes, Lina. I'm so happy to read that. If this feels like, yes, I want to do this work, if you're like, I want to focus on this, it's going to be one of the things I'm prioritizing in the next 6 weeks. You can work with me. I have a program starting next week. It's called The Return of the Queen. It's 6 weeks. And there's a course online that you have lifetime access to. So you can redo the course many, many times. And you have all the replays. And we meet in very small group. Very small group. Like the same way, basically, like we're doing today, but we're going much deeper because I know you. And we do writing, talking, embodiment. Of course, it's more like a conversation. If you're interested, book a call with me. It's a free call. And it's just to discuss the next steps. Please only book if you're serious about this. Like if you're like, yeah, I think it's something I might want to do in the near future. So book a call with me. I would love to get to know you more, explore what that means for you. And then we can decide if the program that I have, the method that's starting next week, if we feel like it's a good fit for you, then I can open a seat for you. Just know that it's a beautiful, beautiful work. And I believe it's seriously the best investment you can make in yourself. On YouTube, and on my website, I have video testimonials from clients, so feel free to check as well. Let's read the comments. I'm saying, come with me. She smiled at me. Beautiful. Daniela, the messages I got was never, ever make yourself small again. Damn it, yes. Own your power and true self. Seriously, yes. Like, that feminine self is so powerful. She's a creator. She's the creator. She's the life force. Like I see, for me, my feminine self is like a ball of fire. And I paint abstract. You can see on my Instagram. And it's like neon orange, neon pink, neon yellow. Like it's all like a big fire. That's like my life force. That's my feminine self. She's the most powerful thing ever. Like you can accomplish anything when you operate from her. For everyone, don't focus on what not to do. Focus on what to do. My coaching is asset-based. Focus on your strength. Focus on what's amazing about you. Focus on what you should be doing, not what you shouldn't be doing, right? Like we want an asset-based approach. We are sensual being, like whatever, maybe you want to lose some weight, blah, 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 but maybe you have amazing eyes, maybe you have maybe you're super gracious, whatever, focus on that. Pavy, beauty and enjoyment. Sana, and I will have one last tip for everyone. I really encourage you to write that down in your notebook. And I want you to write how she feels. So again, it's not the cerebral her, it's the embodied, it's the physical. How does she feel? So did she feel warm? Did she feel like hot? Did she feel slow? Did she feel like what? Because that's the feeling is much more like a visceral thing. It's not like an intellectual like vision board, you know, it's not like, it's like, no, actually, it's like a force in you. That's my last tip for everyone. Thanks. Bye.